Alright, let's see what we can get done. So, faster course than yesterday. A lot faster course than yesterday, actually. Mostly going to be middle to top of second gear. Still looks like it's about mid 30 seconds long. Kind of an out and back with a little bit of inside features at the State Fairground. So, we'll see if we've got enough space to play with. Okay, it's going to be very bottom of second, very top of first to start. $36.7, okay. That's a tough shutdown, that's for sure. Okay, so I had a couple of little bailouts there where I wasn't sure where the apex was on some of those corners. From the start of the run to the end of the run, definitely a bit slow into the first Chicago box, double right-hander. I think I got the width coming into the left-right-left slalom correct, but I think I misset the speed and maybe had a little bit too much hand speed and angle. Staying out wide at the big long double left before the slalom in the second sector definitely seems like the correct call, although I'm not sure if I'm tight enough to that second cone to get a good angle between the third one and then the left-hander as it slows down for the hairpins. The hairpins, yesterday's hairpins were way tighter. That first left one, I definitely felt like I lobbed late enough. My turn-in timing was good. I don't know if the rate was correct. I felt like the tire sidewall started to come over and the car started to hook up and grip really, really late. Second right-hand hairpin, I think I got a little bit better. Slalom, hard to say if I got the slalom correct, especially because it seems like the second or the third cone in the slalom is the accelerate out cone, but it's still really tight with my car. And then obviously taking the throttle all the way to the line in the shutdown box, not a ton to do there. I feel like it was okay, so some small stuff that I can clean up and work on, but first run, decent for a first run, for sure. Okay, run 2, I want cleaner, not necessarily faster, because I got a third one after this. I didn't hit any cones on my first run. Times are good. I'm leading the class by about 1.3 seconds. Oh, sorry. So I'd like to get another half a second. I'd like a 35 out of it. $36.1, there's definitely a 35 in it. I don't know if that was clean or not. I feel like I maybe tagged a cone early on in the run on the gate slalom somewhere. I think I turned in a little bit early and clipped, didn't get the backside tire around one of them. So we'll see if it's clean and if it sticks. Wider entry line to the triple slaloms in the first sector definitely works. Wider entry line to the Chicago box tight right-hander definitely works. And I think pedaling the throttle a little bit and not quite going wide open throttle in between the sides of the chicane worked a little bit better on the slaloms for me. I don't know why, but I feel like at both of the hairpins I'm off. I think I'm too tight to the apex of the first hairpin, so my turn-in point was bad for the second one, but I'm not 100% sure. I'll have to double-check it. Other than that, rest of the run, I think, was fine. Okay, last run of the morning heat. Okay, so I think there might be another half a second to a second in it. I might be able to get into the 35s, maybe a very high 34 to a low 35. The issue is I need to basically get more grip out of the front tires by underdriving them a tiny bit without giving too much up. So I need to slow down, chill out, speed up a little bit, not overdo it. Making sure my brakes are pumped up right now. Alright, Ted, gentle, you fucking idiot. Nope. Oh yeah, way slower. Definitely made a couple of major mistakes a few places. Yeah, that sucked. Okay, the couple of places I experimented with using gentler braking, like getting into the hairpin, I think that's good experimentation. It's nice data. I don't know if I can act on it. We'll see. Alright, first run of my second set. I've got an uncomfortably tight lead as far as I know of about 7/10 or something like that. I need to find more time by experimenting without getting too crazy with it. I'm going to try hitting the giggle button and turning my traction and stability control off. Every time I did this before I got autocross tires last year, the car got slower because of the lack of front tire grip, but we'll see if it's better now that I've got actual 200 treadwear tires. Tires are cold. .36.3. I don't think it's faster with the stability control off, but the course has definitely gotten faster. Okay, so still definitely overdriving a couple of places. I got my first sector a little bit cleaner. Adjusted my line in the second sector in the hairpin by having a wider entry to the first left and then coming in wider for the second right. It definitely likes having the traction control and stability on, but I can feel it fighting me just a little bit. It costs me a little bit of straight line speed going through the slalom, but I can get to wide open throttle sooner and have a higher average speed through the slalom even if I don't bang off the limiter and go as fast in a straight line by carrying more speed into the first and second portion of the slalom. I like that slightly tighter line into the double left in the second half in the back, but I don't think that I should be getting on the brakes in between the two corners as hard. I should gently roll the throttle early, coast, and then smoothly do a gentle left foot braking, squeeze, and then off instead of being on the power hard and then having to do a hard stab, because I think that's causing some understeer getting into that first tight left before the double hairpins. The rest of it I feel pretty decent with, so we're going to run with that. I'll try to improve it on the last one. I think there's a high 34 or a lower 35 in there. Okay, so I just got the news that we're doing 4 runs in the afternoon set instead of just 3. So I can't rest on my laurels just yet. I've still got about a half-second lead in class, but I want to see where I can find time. So I'm going to experiment a little. I'm going to try leaving the car in first gear longer in this first segment, seeing if I can get the power down with the traction control on. And maybe a couple of other small experimentations. I forgot my fucking gloves. Damn it. Alright, well, we'll give it a rip. Yeah, I could take it right away. The shitty part about that is I've got no data on if those changes worked and were actually better or not. Oh yeah, the changes worked. Fuck yeah, baby. Let's go. There's gotta be a high 34 in it, man. There's gotta be. Okay, last run. I've let the tire pressures build. That's another thing. I've been experimenting with whether or not to take air out of the tires. I think because the car is so soft, not taking the tire pressure off basically helps add spring rate. So I've been doing that, letting them build on their own. Okay, no is the answer to that.